Hey everybody, welcome to Disneyopolis. I'm Bryan. We are back at City Hall for another great show today. My pal Paper Duffy's here with us today, and the show today is going to be a little bit different than what we've done in the past. Usually when we focus on things that are related to Disney parks, we talk about things such as attractions and shows and things of that nature. Well, we're going to focus on Walt Disney World today, but we're going to talk about Walt Disney World events. These are things that are going on at the parks at any given time throughout the year that aren't just, as we said, they're not just attractions and they're not just restaurants and things to do, places to eat, things like that. But these are things that aren't typically associated with Walt Disney World, at least not to somebody who's not a hardcore fan like you or I. So let's just jump right into it. These are the events we're going to look at. Over the years, Disney has had periods of time at the parks where you have a very, very busy season and then a not so busy season. And for a long time, Disney was looking at ways to fill in the blanks, as it were, for these between the busy times and the not so busy times. And they seem to have come up with a pretty spectacular way to do it. It is Run Disney. Run Disney, for those who don't know, are Disney-sponsored, Disney-themed events that almost always take place inside the theme parks. And they have, just like the theme parks themselves, they have different themes, and they invite all kinds of runners. And of course, there's medals and things given out. Generally there's a modest entry fee, but it's actually a lot of fun, and it's a way, if you're a runner, to do something you really love in a place you really love. So let's take a look at some of them. First off, there's the Disney Wine and Dine Half Marathon Weekend. It's usually the latter part of the year. This year it's November 3rd through 6th of the year 2016. And various races include a holiday 5K, a 10K, a half marathon, and Lumiere's two-course challenge, which is a half marathon and a 10K. There's also the Run Disney Health and Fitness Expo. There's the Finish Line Party at the Food and Wine Expo. As well, there's also probably the biggest one that takes place down there, which is the Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend, which is the first part of the year. This year it'll be January 4th through 8th, 2017, of course, being the new year. Various races include a 5K, a 10K, of course a half marathon, a marathon. There's Goofy's Race and a half challenge, which is actually running both the marathon and the half marathon. And then there's the 48.6 mile Dopey Challenge, which I believe is the marathon, the half marathon, the 10K, and the 5K all together. And I do have some friends that go to the Run Disney races that have done that, and it is not for the meek, nor the weak. Then there's also things such as the Pasta in the Park Party at Epcot, which is kind of fun. The Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend Breakfast, which is always a fun thing to do. There's Disney's Health and Fitness Expo. So lots of themed races and things concerning races, and we're not even done yet. There's Disney's Princess Half Marathon Weekend, which usually is a little bit after Valentine's Day. This year it'll be February 23rd through the 26th of 2017. You do have various Disney princess theme races, including a 5K, 10K, half marathon, and the 19.3 mile Glass Slipper Challenge. There's also Disney's Fit for a Princess Expo, and of course as we said, the Pasta in the Park Party at Epcot, which we talked about earlier, and then the Disney Princess Half Marathon Weekend Breakfast. So if you like to eat and you like to run, what's not to love about that, right? Then there is the Star Wars Half Marathon. And that is usually in mid to late April. This year it'll be not this year, but next year, April 20th through the 23rd of 2017. There's various Star Wars themed races, including but not limited to the 5K. There's also the 10K half marathon and the Dark Side Challenge, which is a half marathon and a 10K. All Run Disney events include Run Disney races for kids, and a lot of these actually come with park entry tickets. So that right there is worth paying the fee just to run in the race, knowing that there's depending upon the race, an opportunity to be in the parks afterwards. If you have the stamina after running, 26.2 miles and then some to walk around for another 6 to 10 miles at a wonderful theme park, then that's for you. Up next, different festivals. Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. This runs from mid-September through mid-November. This year it'll be September 14th through November 16th of this year. Always fun. You pay a fee and you get to sample cuisine from all over the world. And of course, there's always the Eating Around the World Challenge, which basically means you're going to go everywhere and eat everything that you can on Epcot. Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. This is a springtime event, and it's usually the first part of March through the end of May, March 1st through May 29th, 2017. My family and I have been here for this. It's a lot of fun. There are a lot of themed topiaries and different plants. It's just amazing what arborists and folks who have that talent with flowers can do, and they do it at the most wonderful place in the whole wide world, in my opinion, Walt Disney World. And then you have seasonal and holiday events too, things such as Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which is great to take the kids to. September 2nd through, of course, Halloween, which is October 31st. That's when that is going to run this year. There's Trick or Treating at Magic Kingdom. Part of that is Happy Hallowishes, which is simply a Halloween-themed wishes with Disney villains, which is kind of fun. There's Mickey's Boo-to-You Halloween Parade, which is also a lot of fun. If you like the Disney parade, you'll love this because, again, it is Halloween-themed as well. And then we move into the Christmas season. And at Disney, the Christmas season means early November. So November 7th through December 22nd is Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. And if you've never been to Walt Disney World during the winter months, it's something to behold. The whole place is decked out in wonderful decorations. You do have Mickey's Once Upon a Time Christmas Parade, Christmas Time Parade, beg your pardon. There's also Holiday Wishes, which is a holiday-themed wishes featuring regular wishes soundtrack, but it's set to Christmas music, which is kind of neat. There's a Celebrate the Season stage show. There is a Frozen Holiday Wish show, so it is Frozen themed. And then there is the Jingle Cruise, which is simply the Jungle Cruise with a holiday-themed Jungle Cruise. And then there's also things like complimentary cookies and hot cocoa. There's a lot of things, lots of information that's available out there. I'll put some information in the show notes, some links so you can check some of these things out. And I'm not, this list is not all-inclusive. It's not exhaustive by any stretch. These are just some of the highlights, for things that you can do at Disney when you're not going specifically to be in the parks. But you're there, but that's not the reason you're there, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So if you're a runner, if you're an eater, if you love flowers, and there's usually some great music with these festivals too. If you like the holidays such as Halloween and Christmas, if you like Star Wars, there's all kinds of great stuff to do. So I heartily encourage you, if you get an opportunity, particularly at Walt Disney World, although at the other Disney parks too, but this seems to be where the biggest concentration of these things takes place. Again, we will leave you some links in the show notes below so you have an opportunity to check it out for yourself. As always, thank you so much for coming to Disneyopolis. We are everything Disney all the time. Please do remember that we like those thumbs up, so rate us positively. Make sure you leave comments below. We'd love to hear some comments of some other events that maybe I missed or didn't include in this list. Put them in the show notes below, and as always, subscribe. We love getting new subscribers, and if you're just kind of a casual interloper or you're a regular who comes here to view but you haven't yet subscribed, we do encourage you to click that button and let us be part of your notification family, as it were. That way you get notified when we put new content up here on our YouTube channel. Again, we are Disneyopolis. We are everything Disney all the time, and we'll see you next time.